Stop apologizing for your tears. That is the first thing I want to tell you. We are drowning in a culture that fights the wrong battle. We idolize a fake strength, that of clenched jaws and voices that never waver. This kind of phony solidity that refuses to let even the smallest overflow show. Yet there are people who cry over nothing, a slightly touching ad, a stranger's random act of kindness, or an old memory that hits you without warning. You surely know someone like that. Maybe it's you. And here is the question that always ends up eating at you. This inquiry sticks to your skin. What is my problem? Why am I so sensitive? What if I told you we've been asking the wrong question all along? What if those who cry easily were deep down the bravest of the lot? What if, in reality, they were simply carrying at arm's length a burden that everyone else is trying to hide? It's too easy to see tears as a flaw. We've been formatted this way. Be strong, keep control, hide your cracks. But under the shell, something much deeper is happening. Here is the reality on the ground. It speaks of raw emotional intelligence and what it means to be human in a world that wants us to be machines. For these people, a tear is not a collapse. It is a sign they are 100% connected. It is proof that inside things are still vibrating and refusing to go out. Modern life pushes us to numb ourselves, to become passive spectators of our own existence. We remain stoic even when it's screaming inside. Yet those who cry haven't built concrete walls around their souls. They haven't learned to cheat with their eyes. They take the emotion head on and let it out. In a world obsessed with cool-headedness, it's a massive rebellion. Psychologists say it. This sensitivity is the soil for stronger empathy, social ties that actually hold up, and a self-awareness that most people will never even brush against. Imagine capturing the world on a frequency others don't receive. These people aren't acting. They react with their gut. Their nervous system is wired to catch the details. A micro break in a voice, the heaviness of a fake smile, or the tension floating in a room. They aren't fragile. They are plugged into the current. In a world that's dozing off, it's a monstrous courage, because we all know we're taught to armor up, starting in the playground. We're told that crying is a kid thing, a shameful thing for an adult. So we swallow it, we apologize, we wait to be hidden in the dark. We make our tears a mistake, but when you cry easily, you can't wear that iron mask. The emotion explodes before the appearance police can intervene. That's the secret. Crying easily isn't a lack of control, it's an inability to lie to yourself about what you're going through. I once received a letter from a woman, a mother who apologized for crying every time she saw her son succeed at a small thing. She felt ridiculous, too much. But in reality, her tears were the thermometer of her love. They were the sign she hadn't become cynical despite the hardships. Studies show that those who cry often aren't just sad. They feel grief, nostalgia, overwhelm, or relief. They live in 4K tears or just the overflow of truth coming out. It's the backup language when words aren't enough. The damn anecdote, the price of silence. I once met a guy who hadn't cried for 2 decades. A brilliant executive, a rock. He managed everything, all the time. One evening, leaving the office, he saw an old man helping his wife onto the sidewalk with insane tenderness. Suddenly, he collapsed. He sobbed in his car for an hour. He thought he was losing his mind. But it wasn't the old couple that was the problem. It was the dam breaking all at once. 20 years of strength just blew up because he didn't have a single inch left to store his pain. There is also this friend whose eyes get wet at a simple sunrise. People mocked her at first, but she takes in the purity of the moment so hard she is disarmed. It's raw gratitude, her soul recognizing when it's real. These people refuse to become desensitized. They stay supple in a world of stone. Crying easily isn't being unstable. Often, it's the opposite. It's knowing how to purge the system before the boiler explodes. You have to understand that crying is a real chemical shower. Your tears literally flush out cortisol, that hormone that poisons you when you stress. They release oxytocin and endorphins, your own natural painkillers. It forces your body to reset itself. By crying, you do your own maintenance live. You aren't fragile, You are just better tuned biologically. Ask yourself, when was the last time you cried without judging yourself? This honesty reflex is your asset. It's deciding to exist without a filter when everyone else is wearing armor that weighs 3 tons. By doing that, you allow others to take a breath. So yes, sometimes it's linked to a nervous system that has suffered too much in the past. Shrinks call it dysregulation. It's heavy, but even then, the terror isn't the enemy. It's the distress signal of a body trying to digest what the head hasn't managed to print yet. Crying is a political act. Some break because they've been too solid for too long, until the day a trifle makes the cup overflow. It's never a story of lost keys or being late. It's the accumulation of everything we've put under the rug. The fatigue, the loneliness, the silence. Those who cry easily don't stockpile grief. Their tears are standing at attention. It's a resistance against this world that orders you to hold on until you blow a fuse. It's a truth our era desperately needs. We've created a "it's fine" culture while we're on the edge of the abyss. Those who cry blow up the illusion. The paradox is there. Society says crying is losing it, while repressing your tears is the best way to destroy yourself. Blocked emotions ferment. They become anxiety, hate, sickness. By crying, you take back the wheel. You don't keep the pain, you just let it pass through. Never mix up sensitivity and fragility again. It takes insane energy to take everything head on and stay there. To stay tender without becoming a cynical old person soured by life. It's a form of intelligence we despise too often. These people carry the beauty and the darkness of the world with the same force. They don't need to be fixed. They need to be seen. Their tears are not a cry for help. They are the sound of a life lived without anesthesia. In a world terrified by emotion, your openness is a chance. It's the reminder that sensitivity isn't a bug. The more you grit your teeth, the more your body pays physically. The tight throat, migraines, back tension. Your body knows what it has to do, and you fight against it. Those who cry have stopped this civil war. They trust their tears like one trusts their breath. It's pure survival. There is a crazy class in this shameless surrender. Crying in front of someone is the ultimate act of trust. It's saying, "I am human, and I don't care if you see it." This vulnerability creates bonds that nothing else can simulate. Studies prove that these people grasp their own needs better. It makes them more reliable friends, more present partners. They know how to welcome others' pain because they know the terrain. Imagine the freedom of no longer apologizing for existing. It's not weakness, it's total freedom. It takes massive guts to cry in public, to show up to a meeting after breaking down in your car and keep your chin up. These people are actually much more resilient. They don't drag yesterday's weight in their backpack. They evacuate and they move. Their feelings aren't dead weights, but waves passing through. True strength isn't staying frozen. It's being able to let yourself be traversed without ending up in pieces. Shame is the only thing that kills you. We feel stupid, we're afraid of annoying people. We end up telling ourselves we're badly made. But the truth is elsewhere. The people who are worth it will never see your tears as a flaw. They will see a rarity. In a world of Instagram filters and fake, someone who cries is someone real. And the real is magnetic. It reminds us that we too have the right to feel things. Your tears are a silent rebellion. When you cry, you become the mirror for those acting apart. It disturbs them because you remind them of everything they buried in themselves. Your tears throw them a permission they aren't ready to accept. People will call you excessive, but that's just hot air. You are just what happens when you refuse to tear out a part of yourself. You don't owe it to anyone to dim yourself to reassure them. Your tears are legitimate. Your sensitivity is your best weapon. Over time, you'll see it allows you to see what others miss. You create denser bonds. You live louder. All that comes from the same place as your tears. You can't separate your strength from your vulnerability. Control isn't holding back from living, it's being aware. Welcoming what comes instead of boxing against yourself. That's true wisdom. It's making peace with your own nature. We aren't made to be blocks of granite. We are made to be like water, fluid, capable of sleeping or exploding. Those who cry easily still remember that. They stayed tender. In a world that wants to turn us into pebbles, Staying soft is the greatest bravery. Next time you see someone cry, don't run away. Don't tell them it's not a big deal. Just listen. Their tears say, I am here, I am alive. That is the vital message. Feeling intensely is your strength. You have the right to let go. Your capacity to hold on is immense. Never forget that you are not abnormal. If these words resonate with you, it's time to stop hiding. Your sensitivity isn't a burden, it's your compass. If this video helped you see your tears in a different light, give it a like. It's the best way to tell the algorithm that this message needs to reach others who are tired of feeling abnormal. But I want to hear from you most of all. What is one small thing, seemingly insignificant, that made you cry recently and reminded you that you are still intensely alive? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Sometimes this deep sensitivity comes from a past where you weren't given the space to exist. If you feel like the people around you are stifling your nature instead of celebrating it, I invite you to watch our other video. When Family Becomes Toxic, The Psychology of Leaving. It's appearing on the screen right now. Understanding why you were taught to armor up is the first step toward reclaiming your softness. Subscribe so you don't miss our next explorations into the human soul. Take care of yourself, cherish your sensitivity, and never forget, your tears are your strength. I'll see you in the next video.